Have you ever wondered what intricate global mechanisms determine where financial support and resources flow when disaster strikes or when long-term development is needed? It is a complex dance of global cooperation and individual priorities. International aid distribution across recipient nations is determined by a multifaceted combination of recipient needs, donor priorities, and the effectiveness of governance structures within the receiving countries. There is no single, simple formula, but rather a dynamic process influenced by many factors. The primary drivers for aid allocation fall into categories of humanitarian need, strategic interests, and economic development goals. Nations experiencing natural disasters, conflicts, or extreme poverty often receive aid based on urgent humanitarian crises. Donors, who are typically governments, international organizations, or private entities, also consider their own strategic foreign policy interests, historical ties, or trade relationships with recipient countries. Furthermore, aid is often channeled towards countries demonstrating a commitment to good governance, effective public financial management, and anti-corruption measures, aiming to ensure the aid achieves its intended impact. To understand the landscape of international aid, it is important to analyze the types of aid and the channels through which it is distributed. Bilateral aid comes directly from one government to another, while multilateral aid is pooled from multiple donors and distributed by international organizations like the United Nations or the World Bank. Aid can also be categorized as humanitarian assistance for immediate relief or development, aid focused on long-term capacity building in sectors like health, education, and infrastructure. Examining these distinctions helps to clarify why certain regions or projects receive specific types of support. A key concept in understanding aid flows is official development assistance, or ODA, which refers to government aid designed to promote the economic development and welfare of developing countries. The Development Assistance Committee, or DAC, of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, or OECD, sets the standards for what counts as ODA, tracking and reporting these flows. This framework helps standardize reporting, though it does not fully capture all forms of private charitable giving or remittances. Grasping the intricate web of needs, donor motivations, and operational frameworks is essential for anyone seeking to understand global interconnectedness. It reveals how international aid is not merely a charitable act, but a strategic tool that reflects geopolitical realities, humanitarian imperatives, and the ongoing pursuit of sustainable global development.